Yoga and Meditation Mix, 30th of June 2020. No one knows your body better than you, so you are responsible for your practice and your health and safety. Ensure that you are practicing in a clear area. Wear comfortable, non-restrictive clothing and choose the practices you want to do. Adjust them to suit you and don't proceed with a practice if it makes you feel uncomfortable in any way. If you are unsure whether you are physically or mentally fit to do yoga and meditation, consult your general practitioner or medical specialist before you start. The theme of this class is warm and open. It comprises bends and twists and will be holding poses. The students in the live class were working from a mat, so additional video was taken to demonstrate how the poses can be performed in a chair and to provide options for the mat poses. At a minimum, you'll need a yoga block if you're working from the mat. If you're working with a chair, you'll need 2 yoga blocks and a bolster. If you don't have yoga blocks, try thick hardcover books or a pile of magazines. If you don't have a bolster, try rolled up towels or blankets and pillows. Move slowly and mindfully and feel free to adapt and modify poses and use props to make the poses more accessible to you. If you have osteoporosis, the twists, side bends and forward bends are not recommended. Instead, think about lengthening the sides of your body and extending the spine. Twists are also not recommended if you are in your first trimester of pregnancy. So just coming up to mountain pose. Having your feet about hip width apart. Just making sure that you've also got a bit of room to step forward and behind. Yeah, forward and behind. And also to take your arms out around. Yeah. So just coming into your mountain pose, feet are about hip width apart. And just take a moment to sort of push down, feel the ground beneath your feet. Allow that tailbone to extend towards the earth. So you're drawing up through the spine. Allowing the shoulders to come back. Crown of the head towards the sky. And then become aware of the earth beneath your feet. The earth that provides us with support and nutrients. As you breathe in, just imagine you're drawing that support, that stability up through the body and then exhaling out through the crown of the head. Become aware of the heavens above you, the sun that provides us with light, space. And as you breathe in, drawing down space and light through the body, through the crown of the head, exhaling out through the feet. And just doing that 2 more times, breathing in, drawing up space, drawing up support and stability up through the body, out through the head, and then drawing in space and light through the crown of the head and out through the feet. Feel your whole lower body strong and stable, the upper body light and spacious. And then if it's comfortable for you, gently opening the eyes. And start by stepping forward and then rocking back, stepping behind. So if I'm using my left foot, I'm going to come onto the toes of my left foot and then rock onto the heels of my left foot. And once you've got that rhythm, raise the arms up as you come forward and up as you come back. Just allowing yourself to come into a bit of a flow. One more time, forward and back, before coming back into your mountain. Just taking that moment to notice how that feels in the body. Then moving to the other side. So stepping forward with your left foot and then behind. And just gently rocking onto the toes of the right foot and then onto the heel. And once you get into a rhythm, feel comfortable with that rhythm, raising the arms up as you come forward and up as you come back. Just let the arms be nice and loose. Just warming up here. Just another two, forward and back. Or coming back into your mountain pose. And then gently just start to turn from side to side. Letting the hands rest down by the sides. You might like to start to raise the arms up a little. Just noticing what's happening in the spine. Stepping the feet a little further apart, bringing the arms up about shoulder level. Maybe you tap on the shoulder. You might like to raise that back heel as you come around. It's comfortable for you. Maybe reaching over as well. And then slowly bring the arms down to about shoulder height again. Stepping the feet in, taking the arms to around the waist. Let them flop down by the sides and just gently turning from side to side. And just doing in your own time, just gently raising the arms up and down again. Just noticing how that feels in the spine. There might be a point where it feels particularly sticky that you want to stay there. Like I like it at about shoulder level. It gets between my shoulder blades. I also like it overhead. I get that little bit of a stretch through the side. So just doing whatever feels comfortable for you. For slowing the movement down. And coming back to stillness. Taking that moment to feel into the body. Just noticing that difference now, stillness compared with the movement. Okay, so step the feet a little wider. I'm going to move into a bit of a squat here. Interlock the fingers. And breathing in, and as you exhale, just gently bending the knees. Feel that you're drawing those knees out over the toes. Taking the hands down to about the bottom of your torso. Then squeeze into your glutes and slowly raise up. If you're sitting in a chair, push your feet into the floor as if you're trying to lift yourself off the seat. Then relax. Breathing in, and as you exhale, let's come down. If you feel comfortable doing so, maybe you come to the level of your knees. And then gently squeezing all the way up. And again, if that was comfortable, you might like to come down a little bit further. So breathing in, and as you exhale, calming down as low as it feels comfortable for you. Squeezing in and gently coming back up. So that's one round. Let's do another 2 rounds of 3 in your own time. So we do it at 3 levels. Going just to the pubic bone. Exhaling down to the knees. And then exhaling all the way down. And another round. For calming back into your mountain. So I'm just going to demonstrate the little sequence I'm going to go into next. We're going to sort of start with our star, then turn the foot out, coming into our warrior 2. Moving into extended angle pose. Reverse triangle. And then warrior 1. So let's try. So we start with our feet, again coming into mountain. Breathing in, and as you exhale, stepping out to our star. Let's just pushing out. That's it. And turn your right foot or one foot out. Breathing in, and as you exhale, slowly sinking forward, coming into your warrior. Slowly bringing your hand or your forearm down to that thigh. You can keep this hand on the hip if you like, or you can extend it overhead. And of course, remember, if you want to go that little bit stronger, feel free to take the other arm away. And gently bringing the left hand to the inside of that right leg. Breathing in, and as you exhale, turn to the back. Maybe wrap that right arm behind you. Or if you prefer, extend it to the sky, palm facing towards the back. Slowly turn back over that front leg. Have your hands on either side. And actually, I'm going to add in here. Just gently straighten that leg, leaning over it. Then bend that knee again and squeeze in to your tummy and lift yourself up, opening up to the sides. And on an inhalation, turning back to the front, turn your right foot so you're facing forward again, pushing out to the palms towards the walls. And let's go to the other side now. So turning your left foot out about 90 degrees, depending on how that feels for you. Bending that left knee and gently turning the hands so the palms are facing down. Looking out over that left middle finger. Feel that you're still pushing into the ground and lifting up through the body. Bringing your hand or your forearm down to that thigh. This top arm can stay where it is. It can wrap around the back. You can take it overhead if you wish. So just seeing how that feels. And if you want to go a bit stronger, feel free to remove that supporting arm. Gently bring that right hand down to the inside of that left leg and thinking from base of the spine. As you exhale, gently turning out. Left hand can wrap behind your back, or maybe it reaches for the sky. Slowly turning back, bring your left hand to either side of that front of that left foot and gently just rock back, straightening that left leg if that feels comfortable for you. Bend that left knee. Gently squeeze into the core. Draw that tailbone under. Lifting up. And on an inhalation, coming back to the front. Feet are facing forward, pushing out to the walls. And then gently stepping the feet back in, about hip width apart, coming back into your mountain. So it's a variation of that inner fire sequence. You might feel a little bit warmer now. Just noticing the effect on the body. Allowing the breath to settle. We're going to start by coming back down on the floor now. Lying on your abdomen if that's comfortable for you. Bring your thumbs about in line with your eyes. If anything, the elbows are in line with your shoulders, and then your hands will probably about in line with above your shoulders as well, sort of an equilateral triangle. We can always adjust this as we come up. If you're working from a chair, start in your mountain pose. So, bringing the legs together, squeezing in, squeezing up through the body, lengthening through the body. Breathing in, slowly lifting the nose, the chin, coming into the Sphinx. So we want to have our shoulders shoulders back. So we've got a bit of a squeeze in the shoulder blades, elbows beneath the shoulders, hands about shoulder width apart. And if this doesn't feel comfortable, try adjusting those hands. You might need to take them a little further forward. Think about drawing the floor back towards you so we open up through the chest. If you're working from a chair, gently draw the hands towards you, keeping the elbows in towards the body. Lengthen through the spine and open the breastbone towards the sky. If you feel this in your lower back, come down a little bit more. Take the arms a little further forward. Think about length and opening through the front. Think about the Sphinx of Egypt. Majestic and tall. Just close the eyes if that's comfortable, or focus on a point in front of you. Just feel that opening. On your next exhalation, slowly lower yourself down. Just rest your head on your hands or on the floor, whatever feels comfortable for you. And slowly turn over onto your back. Lying on your back in Shavasana.
couple of choices for your hands here. You can have your arms down by your sides. You might like to interlock the fingers and rest your head in your hands. Or another alternative is to extend your arms overhead, about shoulder width apart. So whichever, just choosing which arm position you want, and then walk your feet over towards the left side of your mat. As far as you can go without sort of starting to lift off the mat. And then cross your left ankle over your right. So you're kind of already in a little bit of a side bend. If you'd like a little bit more, start to wriggle your body along the floor so you're bending towards the left. Just making sure that your body still remains on the floor. You're not starting to roll off the floor. That's our banana pose. Nice deep breaths. Slowly wriggle your body back to upper body back to center. Bring your feet back to center. Hands back beside you, coming back into Shavasana. Just making sure that you're centered. Taking a moment to notice how the right side feels compared with the left. So either bringing your hands beside you, interlocking the fingers and bring the hands behind the head, or extending the arms overhead. Then walk your feet towards the right side of your mat and cross your right ankle over your left. So you're already in a little bit of a side bend now. If you want a little bit more, just wriggle your body a little bit more around to the right. You're opening the whole left side of your body. Feeling that the whole back of the body is still on the floor. So we're not trying to lift the hips up, just a bend to the side. Slowly coming back into Shavasana, making sure that your whole body feels centered. And taking a moment just to notice how this feels.
If you're working from a chair, there are options for this final pose. The first is to do a supported lunge. Sit sideways on your chair, the buttock and upper part of one leg on the seat, the knee of the other leg positioned below the hip and the foot back. If needed, place something under the knee to support it. The second option is to sit in your mountain pose. You might like to place a bolster or pillows behind your back so you can relax into the pose.
So just making sure that you have your block available. Bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor, and lift your hips up. Place the block underneath your sacrum. So your sacrum's that sort of triangular bone at the bottom of the spine. So it includes that tailbone. Then lower yourself down onto that block. From here, you can stay here, or you can extend one leg. If you start to feel it in your lower back, think about flattening that sacrum along the floor, along the block. So you want to sort of flatten the lower back a bit. If it's comfortable with one leg, you can try both legs. See what works for you. So we're going to start, if you want to do it with one, we're going to stay here for a little while, but I will give the option to swap over. So if you're doing one leg, just swapping over now to the other leg. So bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor, lift the hips up and remove the block, then lower back down. You might like to keep the knees bent, or you can extend the legs coming out into Shavasana. Just remaining now in Shavasana. Become aware of the breath. Noticing each breath as it moves in and out of the body. breath in, smoother, longer breath out. Take the attention back to the body. Maybe starting to bring some movement back, stretching, and bringing the knees in. And when you're ready, slowly making your way over onto your side and coming up to a comfortable seated position. Just take that moment to notice just how you feel, how the body feels, the mind feels. And we'll end by chanting Om 3 times. If you'd like to join in, taking a deep breath in. To bring the hands together in a gesture of gratitude. Om Shanti. Go in peace.
The Yoga and Meditation Mix is an online pay what you wish class. For more details, please see the links in the description below.